Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for the last episode of Season 1 of HBO's House of the Dragon. This is now for the season finale. It is called The Black Queen. Okay, dudes, so this episode actually got leaked early. If you're not aware, you can watch it right now. If you haven't seen it yet, spoiler warning, go watch it before you watch this review. Yeah, it got leaked, I guess, I don't know, Friday at some point, or I don't know what happened. Somehow HBO, somebody released it, somebody uploaded it online, and it spread like wildfire, and so it was a kind of an early leak for this episode, an early release for this episode for the final episode of Season 1 of House of the Dragon, The Black Queen. So I was highly anticipating this episode, particularly episode 9 and this episode, because usually with Game of Thrones you always get kind of a really awesome, like episode 9 each season. Season 10 sometimes will be like a aftermath type of episode. I'm thinking like the Red Wedding and some of the other awesome episode 9s we got from Game of Thrones. So in similar fashion, House of the Dragon's first season wraps up, and it has been confirmed for a second season. So if that's something you're not sure about, yes, season 2 of House of the Dragon is going to be coming when they get it done. I don't know if it'll be 2023 or if it'll be the year after. Hopefully 2023. But if we have to wait for it for 2024, then so be it. It's freaking awesome. So this one for me, between House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings, I was kind of going to pick one, I think. We got Walking Dead airing as well, so you guys know that's an automatic for us. But wasn't really sure 100% if we were going to go with House of the Dragon or Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings sucks. It really, really sucks, at least for me anyway. Of course, I love the old Lord of the Rings movies and stuff, but it's just not very good. For at least from my in my subjective opinion. But for you, it's up to you what you like. Maybe you watch both. I don't know. But for me, once House of the Dragon got rolling, Lord of the Rings didn't really do much for me. It didn't bring it. It was just like passing time, pretty much, from watching the episodes. House of the Dragon Season 1 has brought. House of the Dragon Season 1 is really incredible. It's hard to compare its first season to Game of Thrones' first season. I did review Game of Thrones' first season, like right after. I heard about it after the first season of Game of Thrones. Hadn't read A Song of Ice and Fire before then, because I don't really spend much time reading different novels and checking them out and stuff, but Game of Thrones original series, absolutely incredible. One of the best series ever made, for certain. One of my favorites, maybe like third favorite series of all time or so, of any TV series that's ever been done. Now, House of the Dragon's first season wraps, and awesome. Really, really great job from them. I don't know if it's better than the first season of Game of Thrones. In some ways, maybe it is. In other ways, maybe not. Maybe the characters aren't quite at the level that like Eddard sort of was in the first season and such, but I don't know. They both have awesome cliffhanger endings to the end. Maybe the ending of the first season for Game of Thrones was a bit more shocking. So maybe you could look at it that way. But with House of the Dragon, you get to see all these dragons, right? They're so cool, right? The fantasy aspect, fantasy element of it, it's just so freaking cool to see. So in this episode, The Black Queen, like I said, spoilers, we get to see the first season wrap off. Episode 9 with the crowning of the new king, going against what was kind of set up by Viserys before, that Rhaenyra would be the one who would be queen after, and Rhaenys kind of relating to her, because it seems like something similar had happened to Rhaenys before when she was supposed to be, and then they didn't do it. So you have Alicent, the Hightowers, who have basically taken it in this one. We have Aemond Targaryen, who's really awesome. We have Baela, and so and our new king, Aegon. So this one for me, I kind of saw this one coming a little bit with Aemond. I think earlier this season, if you watch my review for that one, I had said that Aemond was like this like autistic crazy kid, and you had that kind of epic fight between him and the others. He was just, you could see it happening as it was happening ahead of time, that he was being set up to be an awesome villain for House of the Dragon. I kind of get the sense from him that he sort of like maybe looks up to his uncle. He maybe looks up to Daemon, wants to be like him, but now they find each other on opposite sides of what's happening, right? So might as well get into it. The final scene at the end of the episode where he basically flies in. So this was quite the thrilling ending to the episode. It was kind of a sort of a quiet, like heart thumper, intense type of thing where you're watching it through and you're like, oh my God, is he going to get away? Where you have Prince Lucerys, who's trying to get away from Aemond, and he kind of is going around on his smaller, younger dragon, which makes sense considering his age. And he kind of goes up into kind of a clearing, I guess, or there's no clouds around, kind of into the sun, and then he gets basically eaten alive, I guess, by the big old dragon that I call like the sewer dragon, which it looks kind of like a stone dragon. It's just this giant, like ugly thing that Aemon has, which makes sense considering like his personality. That you feel like the dragon is kind of accurate considering. So. And then at the end, Rhaenyra finds out about what's just happened. And, for season 2, that means all-out war, I suppose, right? She was trying to show restraint, and it didn't work. And so now she's going to probably go all-out crazy. We also have her losing her baby in this one, probably due to the stress of everything that's happening, but... who knows? Because that was Daemon's, right? So if they're close in terms of family, then sometimes that doesn't always work out, right? So I did like some of the things about the episode. I like Storm's End was cool to see, and the Baratheon, because you get to see Robert in early seasons of Game of Thrones. And so the lead guy there reminds me of him, which is pretty cool. You get some mentions of the Starks in this one, like, way before, and Winterfell and everything, which is also cool. And it's just, it's a really great episode, but definitely the final part at Storm's End and then leaving is probably the most exciting of the whole episode. So, I guess that's most of what I want to say about the episode. I'll give it a 8.7 out of 10. I thought it was really good. The ending part was good. I just thought that it was kind of strange. Like if you look at Rhaenys in episode 9, Rhaenys is on the Red Dragon. She has a chance to basically obliterate Alicent and all the others as they're standing there, and she just flies off instead. She doesn't do it. Had she have done it then and there, that would have kind of ended that off already. Like it would have resolved it already because they would be dead, and then Rhaenyra would obviously be the one to take it. But we don't see that, and I'm not going to say it's contrived that she doesn't do it, or it's contrived that she just flies off and doesn't kill them. But you kind of get the sense that she doesn't really want to get involved in everything that's happening here because she knows it could get really, really ugly. And it already sort of has to a degree. So, yeah, so she's kind of in the middle on it, and she doesn't really seem to want to really, kind of, she gives Rhaenyra the message and everything that's happening, everything that's just occurred ahead of time, which is useful. But it feels like she doesn't want to throw all in. We don't know if we're going to see her, for example, flying around on a dragon, torching people and stuff as a part of this war is what's going on. But Corlys seems like he's all in on what's happening, and he wants to be a part of it as well. And so it's a good finale. I like it. And it does set up for a really good second season, which should be very exciting. It's a cliffhanger ending somewhat. So, I think that most people who see it will probably like it and will probably want to come back for season 2. So that's my review for The Black Queen. It getting leaked wasn't bad. I didn't get it spoiled for me or anything. And so that's good. And I hope that you guys are the same. I hope it didn't get ruined or anything for you. But it's it's cool. It's just the first season anyway, so they're just getting rolling. They're just getting started. I wouldn't say necessarily it's like a huge twist or anything. It's nothing unexpected or like a big twist or anything like that. It is kind of expected given the situation, but it's kind of unusual considering that Rhaenyra doesn't seem to want to commit to what's about to happen, what's about to unfold, and as a result, that hesitancy maybe is going to make things worse for her. We'll see in season 2. So that's it for my review. Comments below, and I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.